Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Jedi, Sith, everything in between, to another action-packed, fully stacked, and totally jacked episode of the new Force Order
for life
podcast, a Star Wars podcast by us, three of the sexiest, smartest, baddest MFers in a galaxy far, far away, aka the mother effing fans, for you, the scruffy nerf herders in this galaxy, aka the fans. I am 1/3 of the nFo. I am a pro wrestler, a multi-time champion without the bubbly of a galaxy far, far away. I am the Greek god Papadon, aka GGP. And alongside with me, traveling the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs, is a sexy, smart, witty, ever so pretty, thunder-stealing medical droid, and a vicious, malicious, sinister, and if you don't watch your girl, he's gonna take her. Sith
and
Lord
stick
of
his finger in her. Sorry, it rhymed. Sorry,
Jesus, man.
thunder. You can't steal. You gotta steal my thunder. 2 seconds in, you gotta steal my thunder.
It just comes to me. Sorry.
Dark Lord of the podcast. Introduce yourself.
That's me, yes. I am the Dark Lord of the podcast, the Sith Ori, the Rampaging Reverend-Kissed, the Butcher. I am Spiro, a.k.a. Darth Spiridon.
And I am smarter than 2 would be, more technical than FX7, the god of steel and thunder.
Thunder.
Where? And the man who can endoscopically evaluate the Sarlacc pit to see if it really does take 1,000 years to digest you. Dr. Destroyo, Alex Arroyo.
Woo! Anyhow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you guys live on an asteroid somewhere inside of a big slug. You guys may not know today, as of right now, it's the 22nd of October. Yesterday, the trailer for episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, dropped. And boy, oh boy, did it drop. We did a reaction video, an honest reaction video, where the three of us witnessed the trailer for the first time live. And we threw it on the YouTube. You can catch that at New Force Order on YouTube. That's the page. Go like it. Go subscribe to it. Hit the notification button. Share it with your friends, your families, your side piece. Let the world know about the nFo. So we enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I must have watched it at least 50 times since then. We're going to give our, what's the right word? Critique about it tonight. We're going to analyze it. We're going to dissect it. We're just going to go comb through it with a fine-tooth comb. And we're going to let you people.
I'm sorry. And we're going to do what we do responsibly. And that is speculate.
Put motherfuckers on blast. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it.
Doc, will you put a little bit of big boy juice in your coffee tonight?
Some bubbly in my coffee.
It's the bubbly? Huh? Yeah, look at this guy. His wife goes to sleep. He steals his balls back from his purse. Look at that.
Awake right now.
Don't we all?
So, boys, just let the fans know what you guys thought of the trailer. Just real brief. I loved it. Just real 3 words. Let them know what you thought.
Unfucking real.
Spiro?
Just 3 words.
Oh, whatever. Do it in 1 word. Do it in 2 words.
Suck it.
Beautiful, but underwhelming. But beautiful, and I'm excited for it. I can't wait.
This guy, you can never fucking make this guy happy.
Oh, I can make him happy. I can make him very happy.
Let me
All
tell
I
you,
gotta
man.
say, all I gotta say is 3 words.
Revan is canon.
Fuck, you stole my thunder.
I knew it.
Oh man,
Oh,
undisputed, undefeated champion of stealing thunder.
the chicken sound again.
The chicken.
This
The
guy is
chicken's
fucking
back.
Zeus and Thor wrapped up in one, man.
Yeah, it looks more like Hera and Aphrodite, if you ask me. Okay. What was I gonna say now? Oh, to make Spiro happy. Well, they showed us a lot, but they didn't show us anything at all.
Right.
That is why I loved it. Because that is according to them, the last trailer. So I'm guessing that the international trailer, when it drops, may have 1 or 2 seconds of new footage. If that, the TV spots may just be cut up versions of what dropped yesterday. If they're claiming this is the last trailer and no other footage is going to be dropped, then they did one hell of a job, because everyone and their mother is talking about this trailer. The majority of the smart fans are hyped from this trailer, and nothing was given away. Nothing. So, I mean, there are some rumors and speculations that some of the leaks that came out may occur because of things that happened in the trailer.
Yep.
Who knows if that's the case? Who knows if it's designed like that and they're playing 4D chess with us? Nobody knows. We can actually see none of that aired in the movie, in the trailer, in the movie. It's happened before where the majority of the trailer has not been part of the final cut. So who knows what's going to happen, what's a misdirect. But the fun part is we can sit here and talk about it responsibly and just make our predictions. So real quick, I'm going to throw this out there. Whoever wants to take it first, take it first. What was your favorite part of the trailer?
Let's see.
Shit.
It's
I'll tell you, I think I let it out the bag last night, man. My favorite shot was seeing Kylo Ren coming through the waves, man, splashing. But there were a lot of parts, a lot of shots that were just beautiful, and like you said, man, they showed us a lot, but they didn't show us anything. Yeah. It's awesome.
Well, I think my favorite part was the part where it's kind of odd. I don't know why it's my favorite part, but I guess because we could speculate on it. It's when the Star Destroyer comes lifting out of the water, and it's all the water spreads out, and the thing just kind of.
It's actually ice, no?
It's not ice. Coming out. I don't know. It looked like it was water to me. I don't know.
It did to me too, yeah. But
why is it under the water? Why are they bringing it up? How is it coming up? Is it some kind of resurrection of something? That part itself intrigues me a lot.
So I heard something online before I tell you guys what my thing is, and the CTE kicks in, and I forget. Remember the picture that the prior trailer where they had the fleet, and everyone was like, "Oh, look, the Imperial ships."
Yep.
What if all those things were frozen under ice and it wasn't in the sky? And one by one, they just start coming out of the ice, out of the ground. That'd be pretty badass. Anyhow, my favorite part visually was when Kylo was walking through the waves, where he goes, "But I do," you know, looking like a boss. San mangas fenende, eh? And then and then
it's all Greek to him.
Yeah, it's all Greek
to me.
But overall, the C-3PO part got me. I thought that stole the trailer.
Definitely, yeah.
Even though it's a misdirection,
Yeah, it depends on where that's heading, obviously. But I think you're right. I think it's a misdirection.
One thing about that, and it makes me wonder now. I forgot his name. The alien that's doing that shit to him.
Baba Frick.
Baba Frick, yeah. I'm wondering.
Baba Yaga.
The Baba Yaga, yeah. John Wick.
I'm wondering, what if he's doing that to C-3PO, and somewhere in that same scene, he's also fixing Kylo's helmet so that they can all go into battle as one.
That could
Imagine that. Imagine I'm starting to think that it was probably his hands that are piecing it back again, you know.
I don't know.
Maybe not. I don't know, but
No. It's a good speculation. We would have to go back to the tape, like check out the videotape to see
yeah.
the size of the hands compared to the size of the hands of the Baba Freak. Because
It's
the
a
guy's
little baby hands, little.
yeah, little baby hand. Take my good hand. That's my good hand. you know, but who knows? I mean, there's talks. One thing we didn't catch that I caught today because I saw it in another podcast or video on YouTube. When Rey's fighting uh, Kylo and they break the statue or Vader's helmet, whatever that thing is that's holding Vader's helmet, that black thing in the white background, she's holding a dagger in her hand. So
Yeah.
it makes me wonder if the leak about the Sith dagger is true, or if that is the dagger from the Mortis arc that killed the father and made the brother mortal right before Anakin skewered his ass with his lightsaber. So I
It
don't know.
makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. But two things. They would need that specific dagger in order to cut Palpatine off from the Force, right?
Probably.
For one thing. And
If he's
second
back.
is, yeah. And if it is that dagger, where did they find it? Because it disappeared along with the whole planet, right?
I have no idea. It could have been on a
I
Death
could have
Star.
sworn.
The acolytes of the Beyond, you know, maybe they found it because allegedly in the Aftermath books they found Vader's saber. You know what I mean? Someone had to pick up Vader's helmet and give it to Kylo when he was talking to it. Who knows?
Interesting.
You know. But one thing I want to mention about the trailer: no Sith troopers,
Nope.
no Knights of Ren.
Right.
Nope. And
So
the things we know we're getting.
Yeah, makes you wonder. Do they have a big role that they wanted to get spoiled, or are they going to be insignificant like the Praetorian Guards and only be in the movie for like 10 seconds? So it makes you wonder. You know, I hope not. I want to see the Knights Ren. I want to see them, fight.
I can't imagine JJ, you know, the fans have been waiting for the Knights of Ren. JJ has made it known that he has an affinity for them. He wants to do something with them. I can't see him jobbing them out in this film. You know?
Can I even though the film is 2 hours and 35 minutes, I'm begging for this. I think it's gonna be a two-parter.
No.
Yeah, I think
You're fucking crazy.
I think the last scene. Remember we were talking about canon. Our head canon booking the other day, where Sidious was draining the life force from both Rey and Kylo and getting younger, and then he goes to strike him down, and I said, Blade stops him and ends up being one of the Skywalkers, either Luke or Anakin, materialized back to life. That's the last shot. Boom. Fade to black. See you at Rise of Skywalker Part 2 in 6 months.
Oh,
Shit.
God.
Imagine that.
Would you be mad or would you be happy?
I'd be thrilled.
I would be happy, bro.
Thrilled.
Fucking happy.
I don't know.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Who was the one that coined that fucking term? How's it go again?
More fucking Star Wars? What's better than Star Wars? More fucking Star Wars?
Right. That was you.
It was.
So what do you think? You don't think it would be great if, let's say that they give us a kick-ass film and there's so much info, and then at the end it's like there's still unanswered questions, and as the fans are starting to get pissed off, there's I don't know, to be continued or some shit. Dude, everybody would fucking lose it, man.
But that's like hooking up with a chick. You're in her house. She pulls your pants down. She's giving you a handy. Then she gives you a little blowy. And then, she turns the lights off. And then she's just about to climb on top of you and says, you know what? I'll see you in 6 months. I'm already ready to go, baby.
I see your point.
I want to finish.
I see your point.
I want to finish. I agree with you. But, And this is what I'm talking about. They're tying up 9 films. He has to tie up this sequel trilogy. How you can't do that in 2 hours and 35 minutes and get everything intact and get everybody on the same page and make a movie that everybody loves.
You got to get your shit in.
Yeah, but you can't make it feel rushed. That's what I mean.
Of course.
In a 4-hour movie or 4.5-hour movie or a 5-hour movie, I could see that being done. So if they break it up into 2 parts, forget about it. Especially if the last thing you see is Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker back to life fighting the Emperor, and then it just goes to credits. Not only people are going to be like, what the fuck, and be all upset, but then they're going to be ecstatic because, if they were smart, they filmed it back to back, and they drop a second one, part 2, in 3 months or 6 months or whatever. You know what I mean?
I think it's kind of hard to keep a secret like that under wraps, man. But hey, man.
Oh, by the way, I also think Kerry Russell is not playing Zori Bliss, the bounty hunter.
Have we ever seen her?
Baba Yaga? She's Baba Freck?
No, she's not Baba Freck.
Have we ever seen her in costume sans helmet?
No,
right?
I think Zori Bliss is gonna be. There's rumors that it's Ahsoka Tano.
Oh,
in disguise. You know what I mean? That's why the Twilight thing is all bunched up in the back of the helmet. Who knows? That'd be dope. Crowbar actually brought that to my attention. He's the first person who told me about it. And then I seen it online. I was like, oh shit. So who knows? But let's not go crazy with our speculations. We obviously have a lot to decipher. There were a lot of Easter eggs. You guys pick up any on any of the Easter eggs in the?
It's for the battle. It's for the battle droid in the 3PO scene.
Is that the only thing you saw in the 3PO scene?
We talked about.
I can tell you what I did see this in the 3PO scene.
What?
Chewbacca.
I'll tell you what I did see in the 3PO scene besides the battle droid.
What?
A medical droid right behind 3CPO 12-1B.
Missed that one.
Right over his shoulder.
Totally missed it.
I gotta check it out. That's my boy.
That's you.
They're gonna fucking save the day. They're gonna come on down.
Anyhow. Anything else you guys pick up?
So you want to talk about that Chewbacca thing? The fact that they made it seem like he was in that scene because they cut to him at the end of it when 3PO says, "I'm just looking at my friends."
Yeah.
Because if you look at that scene when they pan around, it was Oscar, it was Poe Dameron, it was Zori Bliss, it was Rey, it was Finn, it was R2, and then they panned to Chewbacca after he said that, but we don't necessarily know that he was in the room when that happened. But if 3PO has his bowcaster and has his, which is whatever, bowcaster, but he has the bandolier.
But he doesn't in the shot.
But the toys
that was in the fake poster.
I know, but the toys have been released. I've seen the toys, the preview for the toys. He does have the bandolier and he does have the bowcaster, so he gets it. If that's the case, then I can only surmise that Chewbacca's not going to be coming out on top at the end of this one.
Stop it! Bite your tongue.
I'm just saying.
Don't you say it.
I hate to say it.
He would be the perfect person to die because it's an important original Gen character, and he'll go join Han. And he'll do it in a way that he's protecting whomever he needs to be protecting.
First they took out Han, then they took out Luke. There's no way the other original characters are gonna die.
Leia's
going. But I agree with him, man.
With who? With Doc?
Yeah. I mean,
dude, you guys are wrong. You guys are worried about. I'm telling you, they don't want to upset the fan base. They want to make
too late for that.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say.
It's
they're
a
trying
little
to force
too late. Yeah.
There's no way they're gonna kill any characters.
But if his death is something like heroic, it's like that'll make fans happy. Listen, if you're gonna kill off an original character, it has to be something in style. Exactly. He can't go out like a punk bitch or fucking die off camera. You know, so I could see Chewie hulking out and going crazy, and he's taking out stormtrooper after stormtrooper, and he gets fucking gunned down, like lit up by a whole fucking a fucking not a squad, bro, a platoon maybe and shit.
Pop's
Fucking,
gonna have a seizure right now in a second.
Stop it.
it's gonna be something that's gonna get us in the feels, but it's gonna make people like stand up and be like, salute, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I would do it, you know.
You
But
cannot kill the dog.
I don't want to
You
kill.
don't shoot the dog. Just like in Fort Fairlane, they didn't kill the fucking koala. They're not gonna kill. They're not gonna kill Chewbacca. If he does die, and you want, if he does die, I would pop if he died saving Kylo.
Yes. Oh, that's a fit. That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
And that's me thinking off the top of my dome right now.
That's
That's
good.
no one's ever said that. I was just thinking about that before we got on. But
you heard it here first.
there's leaks out there saying that he allegedly dies in the movie earlier on, but he's really taken prisoner, and they found out later on. They go and they save him, so he doesn't die.
Chewbacca.
Yeah.
You know what'll be cool,
That's
man?
gonna take hours to fucking to go
So
through.
in Act 1, it looks like he dies, and then in Act 3, they save him.
I want to see, as he's dying, I want to see sort of a flashback or a montage playing a fucking little Kylo Ren. I'm sorry, Ben Solo sitting on his lap or some shit, playing with him, and fucking Kylo sees him dying, and he's trying to get to him, but like Rey is fucking holding him back because he knows that if he goes, Chewie's sacrifice would be in vain. And that would hit everybody in the feels like real deep.
The only way that's hitting me in the feels more is if they play Sarah McLachlan in the arms of an angel while it's actually happening. Papadon's no selling me right now. Look, he's no selling me, motherfucker.
So, this just popped in my mind.
He just no sold me.
What if Kylo dies saving Chewie?
Nah, that won't happen.
Then, hold on. Chewie shot him with the bowcaster because he killed Han, right? And then he looks at Chewie and says, I didn't do it. He pushed the button. I didn't do it. It was Han.
And then Chewie goes mad and he kills himself.
Oh, stop it. All right, now we went off the fucking rails. Crazy train.
Yo, listen, man.
How do you say that in fucking Wookiee, though?
I was actually pretty good, dude. Pretty good, Doc.
That was awesome.
I do a shitty Sheik, but I do a good Wookiee.
You guys saw Akbar's son standing in the crowd when Lando was sitting down when they were doing the meeting? There was Akbar's son.
I can't tell them apart, man. To me,
well,
they're
Akbar's
all fish,
dead,
bro.
So yeah, I got you. But it's his son.
Yeah.
He just got to.
I think I ate his son when I was at Mama Rosa's 2 nights ago. I had some mon calamari.
Fucking among calamari racial joke and shit. Jesus Christ.
So this is what I heard. Also, the ships. That scene when they show the ghost. You have Y wings, B wings, bombers from Spiro's favorite film, The Last Jedi. You have the Princess Leia ship from Episode 4. What was it called? Tatooine 4 or whatever it was, right? And then you have a couple of Mon Calamari cruisers. You have the Corvette from Rogue One, and someone said they saw the Mandalorian ship in there.
No way.
Yeah, and another person said they saw a ship that looks like the fucking Enterprise.
And I also saw,
I swear to God,
a helicopter from fucking Airwolf.
And also the van from A-Team.
The what?
The van from A-Team. Smokey and the Bandit.
The black one or the black and gray one?
The black and gray one. Smokey and the Bandit. General Lee. I saw Kid from Knight Rider.
Kid.
I saw the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
I fucking saw Carr in there. You remember Carr, right?
Oh, of course. Karr.
Yeah.
I don't remember
that was the evil kid.
Yeah.
There you go.
On the other side.
There we go.
Shit. So what about okay, so what about that first opening shots of the trailer? Yeah, her training. You see that helmet, that fucking. It's supposed to blind you and shit. But she drops it and she's running. Is it a part of training, or did somebody interrupt her training? What do you guys?
I don't think that was the blaster helmet. I think that was one of the rebel helmets from the from Endor. Like you remember the rebel soldiers wore those helmets. I think it looked like one of those to me. It didn't like the blast helmet.
Yeah, but it was white. Theirs were green.
Oh, they were also like off brown.
Off. Wax on, wax off.
And plus, it's also been many years, so it could be like a
it's
new.
Weather.
I don't know, but well, I was gonna say it could be a new version of that training helmet.
Could be. Now, her jumping over the canyon like Indiana Jones, and then landing on the Death Star. So, do you think that's part of the Flash fight, or do you think that was just clever editing?
You know what, man? I actually I don't know. Was it me, or did they change when she landed? Did the setting look like it fucking changed?
It did.
So
yeah, dude.
It did, right? Yep. So
she jumped. She was in the forest, and when she landed, she was on the Death Star.
Yeah. So I is that them with clever editing, or is that part of the Flash fighting shit?
Was there a fucking echo in here? I just asked that.
I got deja vu.
That's exactly what I just asked you. Fucking guy should run for Congress. You don't answer a question.
Let me ask you something. So all right. So did it look like it might have been clever editing, or nah? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think it's clever editing. I don't think it's part of the Flash. The Flash fight.
I don't think there is a Flash fight. I think that was horseshit.
Yep.
That's probably some shit that fucking Mike Zero made up, and.
This is Mike Zero. Fucking guy.
Well, listen. I just gotta say one thing. I'm gonna go on a little bit on a tirade right now.
Here we go, baby.
And I don't mean to steal Spiro's gimmick.
I'm
giving into the fucking hate. I'm giving into it. This is one of the most epic trailers ever. And I'm not just saying because it's Star Wars. The cinematography was beautiful. The pace of the trailer was beautiful. Like we said before, they showed a lot but showed nothing, which is very difficult to do. The score during the trailer, all the songs that were played were fantastic. I mean, John Williams, greatest of all time. But then you have certain sites like that jaded prick Jeremy on Geeks and Gamers, some asshole with glasses and a beard from this place called Nerdrotic, and another site called World Class Bullshitters. All they do is hate, and hate for the sake of hating. They don't hate because they don't even like it. They hate it just to throw the hate out there to stand out. Like, look at me, look what I can do. Like Stewie from Mad TV.
Because it's cool. That's the reason why. It's cool to hate on it now. No, it is cool to hate on it now. That's what people want to click.
All three of our fans out there and the two people watching this right now, do us a favor. Tell all your friends and families to not subscribe. To not give these people any freaking room to grow. I mean, they have a bigger fan base than we do. They've been doing it longer. And maybe they are hitting certain strides with their videos. Maybe they're paying bots for fans. Who knows? But this Nerdrotic guy, I just want to punch him in the face. Now, look, we say this before. We don't hate people for their opinions because they're entitled to it. But these people's opinions, they're fugazi. It's not real. They're coming on and putting on an act of hate and spewing it on purpose with malicious intent. And this guy gets on here and he's basically degrading J.J. Abrams' cinematography in the trailer talking trash about how J.J. was a bad director. Meanwhile, this guy hasn't done a goddamn thing in the movie industry. He's not making $500 million from Warner Brothers to reboot the DC universe. Bad Robots made millions of dollars while this guy's made Adheria. Nothing. Balls. Zero zilch. Then you have this idiot from Geeks and Gamers who I don't understand because he hates SJWs as much as we do. And politically, he's probably the same like us, conservative. And it says a lot of things that we would probably agree on. But when it comes to Star Wars, all he does is spew so much hate, so much malicious intent. It's such a cancer. It's like, come on, guy. How can you hate this trailer? Meanwhile, those two fucktards are going to be the first ones on lines to buy tickets to go see this movie. I'm sorry, but if I hate something, I'm not going to sit here and continuously watch it and watch every aspect of it and then throw out videos of hate on it just to say, well, I hate it for A, B, C, D, X, Y, and Z, and I'm better than this thing because I would have done this and that. You're just wasting everyone's time. You're not doing anybody any favors.
And on top of that, they're making money off of fucking hating it. So you know what? Man the fuck up and don't watch the fucking movie if you hated it so much. If you want to stand by your convictions, don't buy a ticket. Don't ever fucking see it. And shut your fucking mouth. That's it.
That's it, man.
I'll respect you a lot more if you do that.
These are the motherfuckers that are going to go watch that shit. They're going to blow a load. They're going to love the movie. They're going to look around, make sure nobody recognizes them. Then they're going to run quick to their fucking laptop or to their phones. And they're going to be like, oh my God, guys, I can't believe what I just saw.
Yep.
Disney flopped again. Blah. They're going to just spew so much bullshit. Listen, man. These motherfuckers, bro, they're feeding off of what is in right now. And what's in right now is negativity, false fucking outrage, right? That's all it is, man. These people are fucking clickbaiters, you know? Everybody wants to see a motherfucker pissed off, ripping somebody, putting something down. It seems like I think that a lot of society is made up of fucking insecure motherfuckers that want to fucking bask in other people's misery. So they go, they click on a motherfucker that's gonna make up false fucking misery so that these fucking loser lowlifes can fucking bask in it. That's all it is, man. You know, straight up.
You may be onto something.
It's a travesty, man. It's an injustice.
And listen, man, we're never gonna do that shit. We're never gonna come and fucking feed you guys a bunch of bullshit. We're not gonna tell you we love something if we hate it, and we're not gonna tell you that we hate something if we love it. Okay? Because this is the realest show in the fucking galaxy. We're the three realest motherfuckers. Okay? We're not jaded. We're not zeros. We're not herbs, and we're not these motherfuckers who fucking theorize and shit. You know, get the fuck out of here. You know, man? Fuck.
Listen, I said earlier on the show, I'm going to say it again. We are here to get Star Wars more over. We're not getting over on Star Wars. So that's that. And speaking about over, what does over mean? People are asking me, hey, Papadon, what does over mean? And I got to explain to them. It's wrestling terminology. When you're over as a wrestler, it means you're very popular. Now, when you're a babyface, what's a babyface? That's a good guy in professional wrestling. And you're over as a babyface, popular with the fans. People will pay a lot of money to come see you wrestle. And when you're over as a heel, well, what's a heel? Like the heel of my shoe? No, dummy. You're a villain. You're the heel. You're the heavy. And when you're over as a heel in wrestling, people will pay all their money to come see you get your butt kicked. So what we do is we compare two aspects of Star Wars. Whatever it is, people, place, thing, whatever. And we see which is more over, with you, the fans, but most importantly with us. So tonight we have two unique aspects that we're comparing. Let the people know what the hell I'm talking about, on who's more over.
In true NFO fashion, we break the rules, whatever rules we've set for each other. And we look at now two songs made by we just mentioned John Williams. We're comparing On one hand, the ominous, the sinister Imperial March. 2, the well-known, the thing that gets my skin crawling, my goose pimples popping every time I hear it when I'm sitting in a theater, the Star Wars main theme.
Goose
I,
pimples.
I guess that's
Goose
his choice.
pimples.
He just spoiled his fucking
Goosebumps,
choice.
goose pimples, whatever you want to call them. They both know this. Listen, I'm the
Goose
fucking doctor. I
pimples.
can tell you what's going on, okay?
Take 2 of these and call me in the morning.
Take 2 of these and never call me again. More like it.
Do you have insurance?
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, so
we got this
I'm
week.
going to take you right off
We
the
have
bat.
the scores. Go for it, big boy.
I am going with the Imperial March.
That was a fast answer.
That song is probably the greatest song of all time. It embodies everything villainous within the Star Wars realm without any words. It tells a story. Hell, everybody knows that theme. Even my 3-year-old and my 6-year-old hum it. Bum, 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 bum. It is the most iconic song of all time when it comes to Star Wars songs. And that's why I will pick it every day and twice on Sunday. Shivi baby over all night long. Yalla.
Shitty baby. All right, I'll go next because I know where Spiro to go on this one. So, gotta stick with that dark side. So anyway, the 2 iconic, like you said, you could play 1 or 2 bars of them, and people will know exactly what they're hearing, and they will hum along as well. I am a little partial to the Imperial March because of the fact that my beloved New York Yankees also use it as well in the stadium when they come out, which I think pops me every single time. Some people on the internet have said that it's a great song to have your mother-in-law come out to during your wedding when you're announcing them, which I love my mother-in-law. Well, my future mother-in-law. I'm not married yet, but she's
Really? You're not married?
not married. We're only engaged, boys. Don't worry. When the invitations go out, the nFo will be a front and center.
You're living in sin?
I've been living in sin for a long time.
Oh my God.
That's another podcast for another day. So I wouldn't do that to my mother-in-law. She's a sweet lady. So Imperial March, like you said, it embodies everything that is evil. And when you hear it, you know it's a sinister theme. You know the bad guys are coming. But there's something about that first opening pop of the Star Wars main theme. It's like I said, I get the goosebumps when I hear it.
How's it go?
Especially. Oh, no, that's a different
R2D2
one.
here.
That sounds like the fucking General Custer's Last
Yeah.
Stand. What the fuck was that?
That's a different one. I can't do the drums when they when they blast in.
So hum it. I heard you're good at hummers.
No, I'm definitely not good at drummers. So, for me, just because it brings me back this nostalgic feeling, and it gets me, like the kids say, in the feels every single time when I'm sitting there, when that opening crawl pops open, and then boom, it just blasts you with the drums. It's hard to beat that feeling, and it's something that makes me feel like it's like I get this endorphin dump every time I hear that. So for me, Star Wars main theme.
All right. Well, if the Star Wars main theme gives you goose pimples, then the Imperial March gives me goose warts. All right? Straight up, guys.
As long as not dick warts.
Yeah. Or anal either. But I guess it's no shock or surprise that I would choose the Imperial March, man. Man, to me, that song is the one song that pops into my head at the most random times and the most often.
Yeah,
It's like Pop said, man, it is probably the most recognizable. I don't know if it's the most recognizable, but it's up there. It's up there tied, okay? But listen, man, my 4-year-old daughter the other day walked into her grandmother's house humming that fucking theme. So, hey, man,
Ya, se lo pasticho que es
Yeah.
para copita.
Fucking exactly.
That's
So that says it all.
That's
Yeah,
because you
man.
conditioned her at a young age. That's the reason why.
I did. But yeah, man, Imperial March, man. I mean, you know, if there's one theme that I play in my head, especially if I'm in fucking traffic and I'm about to get some fucking road rage, that theme's not too far back. You know, it's fucking, you know. But Imperial March, man, fucking all day, every day.
Quick question: what's the Force song?
The what song?
The theme for the Force.
I don't know.
Is that the one that
It's probably something fruity like, but
No.
nice.
There's a certain song in Star Wars, and I'm not too savvy with the names of the scores. It's
Wouldn't.
not the Star Wars theme. I think it's the Force song that.
Yeah, I got it. Hold on, let's see. Pulling up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
That gets me in the feels.
Because they know exactly when to drop it. That's the problem.
Always. That song, the Force theme, the Imperial March, and Duel of the Fates, to top 3, with the Star Wars theme being number 4. And I kind of like Rey's song too. Rey's song is pretty cool.
I like big butts and I can't. Oh, my bad. Wrong Ray. Little known fact. Well, maybe you know it if you go see Papadon wrestle, but Papadon actually has ripped the beginning of Duel of the Fates as his entrance music.
Very true.
Yep.
It has that.
And you and I bonded over that too, because I said to you, oh wow, very original of you. When you and I like kind of first met, I was like, you ripped the fucking Duel of the Fates off in Star Wars, and you were like, this motherfucker over here.
Yeah, I remember that.
I recall.
And the rest is history.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, he was grabbing my balls at the time. I'm like, Doc, I thought it was just for blood pressure. What are you doing? Anyhow, that's a story for another time. So, what's up with the polls?
All right, so what do you guys think?
Imperial
60-40.
March, man.
90-10 Imperial March.
Yes.
Wow.
Gave it
Heels over strong. Yeah.
Whipping. Severe ass whipping. We got a few comments on here. John Enright, good friend of the show. Imperial March, way over. Best music to play at a rehearsal for a wedding when the bride or the bride's mother is walking down the aisle. LOL. Nicholas Faulkner, I have the Imperial March as my wife's ringtone. Sometimes I will answer her with, yes, Lord Vader.
That's awesome. You're over in my book, Nicholas.
I'm officially doing that when the podcast is over, by the way. Chuchi Figueroa. Shout out to Chuchi Figueroa. Imperial March.
Get the yayo, Chuchi.
Imperial March just voted. Darth Vader's theme, by the way. Yes, we know Chuchi. No shit.
Long to prosper, Chuchi.
Exactly.
I love it.
Hold down the Bronx for us, bro. All right. That's it. That's all we got in the comments for the battle of the songs.
Got some emails. Our friend of the show, Tim Gilby. Hey, nFo guys. Oh, man. This is a hard one. Love them both. I can hum either, no problem. And I think you can't have one without the other. Like the light and the dark side of the Force. But I'll have to go with the Star Wars theme song. It's the first thing that hooks you in at the beginning of Star Wars journey. Ya Allah, total 17.
Allah.
Here's another one. Imran Khan. Good afternoon, gentlemen. In my mind, the most over Star Wars songs are number 1, Imperial March. Number 2, Mad About Me, a.k.a. the Cantina song. Fuck, I forgot about that song. Yes, that's over with me too. And number 3, the main theme. So, looks like another one for the bad guys. Another email. Renee, who is more over...
Hey, is that a French Canadian man or is that a woman?
Nah, I didn't say Renee Dupree.
Renee Dupree.
Hold on. Oh, this was a long one, but it's a good one. Oh, she's known as... All right, her name is Bonnie Renee, also known on Twitter as Lover of Romance. Here we go. Hello there.
Hello there.
Oh, hello there.
J-Lo Kenobi.
She did that on purpose.
Shit,
I love the
top
music.
tier already.
Can I continue?
No,
Okay, I won't.
I'm sorry.
I love the music in Star Wars. Some of the best music in the film ever. So I was thrilled to see two songs you are putting in for your Who is More Over segment. These are both two difficult choices. Both are really epic and memorable. When you look at these two songs, you really got to look at the emotion these songs convey. One of the true talents of John Williams is how effortlessly he shows the tones of each song and the message with each one. The Imperial March is a song that shows the true symbol of evil, of the actual empire and its influence, with the way the combinations of melody, harmony, and the musical features of the song. It truly portrays the intensity and power and true malevolence of the empire.
That was a $10 word, buddy. Good job.
No, I just, you know what it is? When I stare at the white, my eyes get a little fuzzy. It's a bad side effect from all the Viagra you prescribed me, Doc. But when you look and really delve into the other matchup, aka the main theme, I truly think the song is more well known and more recognized when you think of Star Wars. What John Williams did with this song is truly remarkable. It shows the majesty, the beauty, and the epic proportions of Star Wars is truly all about. It has endured over the years and is still the most substantial of all film music. So which one is more over? Main theme all the way. Love your podcast and keep doing all the great work that you do. I truly admire everything you all put together here. Well, Bonnie Renee, aka Lover of Romance on Twitter, thank you for your email. We appreciate it. And I like the long-winded answer because you broke it down sophistically and grammatically correct. So awesome.
You see, if Wu-Tang is for the children, clearly Doc is for the ladies.
That was a pretty good segue. I got nothing. Our next friend, Bassmaster or Bassmaster.
It's bass.
Bass.
Dusty Mulholland.
Bassmaster.
Listen, guys, don't mark out for the fans. Number one. Number two, Benjamin and myself, when he sent an email to the Conspiracy Horseman, we both said Bassmaster. So from now on, I'm going to call him Bassmaster, or I can call him the B-Assmaster. Whatever you guys want. The B-Assmaster Dust at AOL.com. Moreover.
It is 2/3 a Greek show, so it can be the B-Ass Master.
Being a musician, B-Ass Master, he put in parentheses, Pop, you're over with me, Dusty. Yes, you are, if you will. I feel like the main theme song is a little played out for me. The Imperial March has always given me a dark, menacing feeling when it comes on. If I was booking this match and wanted to send the people home feeling good, I'd have to say the main theme song wins it. Personally, I like my music dark, but the main song is way more popular, so it's more over. You see this guy swerving us back and forth here? Jumping sides like fucking Lex Luger, Paul White, and Paul Orndorff?
He had the falsies.
Also, fuck you know about falsies, Doc. Also, off topic, I was thinking maybe that was a statue of Vader from his castle that they destroy in the trailer. And that throne they showed might have been Vader's too. Just a wild guess. nFo for life. Slap of the bass, Dusty. Well, that's a good thing about the throne about Vader, but that throne was actually, the design was taken from McQuarrie. He had Ralph McQuarrie. He had the same design for the original throne in the Return of the Jedi. They didn't use it, and they brought it out now. So I think it's going to be for the Emperor. Okay, who's more over? Luna, 34LQ, aka Frankie Luna. Imperial March, over strong. Vader's theme music pairs well with anything and makes for a great ringtone. Okay, cool. Well, there you go. You can send your emails to newforceorder@yahoo.com. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to just send your emails for that one segment that we just did. Who's moreover? You can send us an email asking about topics you want us to talk about, just to talk shop. Tell us why you love us. Tell us why you hate us. Order your nFo t-shirts. We have only a limited supply left, and we want to get rid of them. We're tired of holding them. So you can order us. All you have to do is give us your name, your size, and your address. I'll hit you back up with how much you have to send over, and we'll do some business. Some business, if you will. But
the business.
The business. You want to do some business? I'll give you some business. But also, you can send in toys that you want the Thunder Stealing Doctor to go over. Because if you guys don't know it, this individual has such a grand collection of toys. And he is probably the toy master of Brooklyn, if you will. And I'm not just talking about the sex swing in his in his bedroom. I'm talking about the toys in the cases behind him, and the many, many toys that he has next to his father's FBI notes in his father's basement, stocked away. But anyhow, I'm just joking and busting Doc's balls, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. It's time for the segment of TaTOYoine.
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 All right, Doc, what you got on deck today?
Time for TaTOYoine.
Oh,
okay,
shit.
so
Just said that.
if in honor of the Imperial March winning today, we are going to go over a few things in the Vader family.
Look at that.
So, number one, let's take a look at the Star Wars Black Series 6-inch line. This is the Darth Vader, the original release Darth Vader, the one that we've seen many, many times. It is
Not Lord Helmet.
not Lord Helmet, unfortunately. They released Vader a few times in the line very early on, then re-released him again, and then one more time after that. Just because Vader is pretty popular. They made a couple of different like minor changes on his armor, on his kind of paint deco. This is one of the more recent releases, and it's got, you look at the eyes, it's got the reddish kind of eye. There you go. The reddish kind of eyes, as opposed to the regular, the black eyes that it had previously. So this is the one, I think, that came from the 40th anniversary pack that basically had the Vader in it, and then it had it kind of a throwback to the vintage stand that you got initially for the first 12 figures, that you could put the 12 figures that they released, which were the same 12 as the original 12 vintage, but in 6-inch style now on the stand, and this is the one that's from there. So he's got his cape, obviously. It's made of soft goods, which is perfect. In the toy world, we love soft goods. It looks a lot better usually than your typical plastic cape, which gets a little bit dusty and nasty. And then you could throw the cape over his body.
Is it a coincidence, Doc, that your wife's nickname for you is soft goods too?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, just asking.
So cape folds actually they have a nice little fold in the back of it. It doesn't just lay flat. It's got a couple of, creases inside of it to make it look as the Vader cape did in the movie. He's got the tunic on the top, also soft goods as well, that reaches to the back. He's got the tunic portion coming down to the bottom like he did in the movie. Comes with his obviously red lightsaber. I believe the blade does pop out, so you could actually holster it if you need to. He's got a little holster on the side with a little notch over there that you could actually clip on. It doesn't really stay so because it's the rubber is a little flimsy, just like they call you, Papadon, little flimsy. But anyway,
Hi-yo.
hooks onto the side over there, clips on there. Better to put it in his hand though. Who's gonna display their Vader without their saber in his hand? The armor does not light up, unfortunately. He's got his cod piece over there. He's got his motorcycle riding pants over there with his boots.
Why is there bite marks on his cod piece?
That's because we were trying to get a little. No. It's interesting because unless you really study the Vader costume from like photos and from archival stuff they've done with it, it's hard to kind of see what the boots are actually made of. He's got kind of like the straps in the back. It's almost like kick pads that he's actually wearing if you look at the You look at them over there. He's got these kind of kick pads that come through the bottom, which you wouldn't know because his cloak covers the whole thing the whole time.
What do you call those? Greaves, I think. The shin pad things.
The shin pads? I don't know.
I don't know. Right.
Atami shin pads? Was that the ones on the Shawn Michaels? What? Asami? My bad. See, Papadon knows. He's the wrestler.
I wear them.
I know. He's got a pretty good range of articulation. He's got double jointed knees. He's got an ankle pivot. He's got the waist pivot. The elbows rotate out, rotate in. He's got the wrist that kind of is also cocked back and forth. So you can kind of have your Vader doing a lot of, fun, crazy things like, I'm jumping across the Death Star Vader, which he never
Does he have a button in the back where he goes, no?
If I probably had to pick one voice clip on a Vader toy, it would be that one.
Really?
That's a fantastic one. I love it. That's one of my favorite sets of all time. Is the Making a Darth Vader set that they have, where they have both robots. It has him on the.
Oh, really? They actually got a set like that?
Yeah, they have a set for the 3 3/4. They have a set. It's pretty dope. They released it only once, and it's amazing. I got it buried in some box somewhere. So that's the 6-inch Black Series Darth Vader. It's one of the better Black Series. They could probably release this day in and day out, every single day. He's like the John Cena of Star Wars. Kids will buy him over and over again without question. He's not a Admiral Haldo that's going to be sitting on the shelves for the next 25 years.
He's definitely not Rose Tico.
No, another one. Anyway, moving on to a different Vader.
I like Rose Tico.
Yes, I know you do. This is the Tamagotchi Nation's Samurai Darth Vader.
Who?
Exactly. The Japanese version. So we did previously in a couple episodes of TaTOYoine previously, we did the Darth Maul, which was based off the Oni Demon. And this one is based off of the traditional samurai. So if you look at our Vader here, his armor is completely sick. It's bananas. If you take a look, I'll get my light a little closer so you guys can see. Ornate. It's beautiful. It's got a nice little wash on the top of it. It's got the similar kind of, if you look at his arms, similar to the Vader pants where he's got that, motorcycle padding on him. He's got a traditional lightsaber sword. If you look at it, it's got the handle is similar to the Lord Vader handle. But
that's badass.
But it
looks like a katana blade.
It's flattened like a katana blade, and the blade for the lightsaber is also flattened as well. So that's actually pretty cool. They still incorporated the lightsaber deco of it, but they kind of altered it slightly to
Do they make katana blades like that?
I wish that would be pretty sweet.
I would definitely buy them, dude.
So it's got that one. It's also got a.
I can't remember the name, but there is a company that makes them.
Like that, really? Oh, I
I've
gotta
seen
find
them.
this online.
Yeah, I gotta check, man. Yeah,
I'm gonna need me one of those. And then he comes with an extra handle that doesn't have a blade attached to it. So in that one attaches actually to the front of his waist. You just slide it over there, and he can hold it right there.
Over
here. He also has a traditional sword katana that sits in his sheath that you can pull out. It's a metal one. I guess they wanted to throw it in there just to kind of look more samurai-ish. From there, his tunic, instead of his normal Vader tunic, he's got the samurai, waist belt and tunic from there with the armor plates that come down. He's got the baggy pants that they wear. He's also got the similar boots as Vader does, but it's in the kind of like the bamboo samurai style.
How much did that run you?
This was, I think, $110, maybe somewhere around there.
How big is it?
It's about the same size as the Vader, about 6-inch. They both of them, if you put them
Why the hell is so much
together,
money?
It's because it's a little bit bigger. It's about 6.5 inches. We're
talking about the toys, though.
Yes, exactly. I'm about 10.5. It's
Yeah, okay, there, John Holmes. Take it easy.
It's
Peter North over here.
Well, listen, why do you think the ladies love me?
Peter South.
And I do shoot ropes. So
Doc Jeremy over here.
The hedgehog. If it's a little bit taller, I think it's imported from Japan. The Japanese like to make high-end product. It's super detailed. I mean, from top to bottom, it's got little. It's not just molded on one piece. Each individual piece is like a scale that goes on top of the armor that comes through, and I think that's why it costs so much money. The helmet is actually pretty sweet. If you look up close on the helmet, I don't know if you guys can see that there. I'll try to get a little light on there.
Fucking Death Star.
And yeah,
That's
but
the one thing I don't like on it.
that's the one thing I don't like about it
Yeah.
either, is the fact that his
Same
his
here.
upper headpiece is the Death Star. But if you look at the helmet itself, it looks very demonic.
Can you take that off the Death Star?
You can take it off. Exactly. There it goes.
Boom! There it goes. Now it looks so much better.
Oh yeah. They threw the Death Star little little gimmick on top of his head to make him look different. But it looks like he's got teeth that are kind of gnashing together up on the front. He's got the traditional samurai again, the scaly armor that comes through the back to protect his neck, and when he's fighting, it's a pretty sweet piece. It's again, I kind of hesitated buying these because I didn't want to get into another line that I knew I was gonna go crazy over.
How many are there?
There's
the Maul, we have the Vader, we have the Stormtrooper, we have the Boba Fett.
With the Jango Fett, there's a C-3PO, there's a Kylo coming out that I think I have on pre-order. There's probably 6 or 7 Stormtroopers. They've got like the Flame Trooper. They've got like the regular Stormtrooper. They've got a bunch of different ones.
They actually had a poster of the Kylo Ren one at a fucking Comic-Con.
Yeah, the Kylo Ren one looks similar. It's similar to the Vader in that kind of samurai style. But at $100 a pop, $89 a pop, it's hard to keep up with, especially when they keep releasing these Stormtroopers that are crazy. One of my biggest regrets, I said it last time we did one of these, was that I never bought that Boba Fett, and I had it in my hand. I should have gotten it for the price it was. I was just being a dick.
No.
Yeah. There's actually a bunch of bootlegs out there that you could buy that are fairly similar quality. People may shoot me for saying this, but it's still a bootleg and not the original. So,
how much they go for?
Significantly cheaper. Probably like
$20?
in the $40 range, somewhere
30,
around there.
40,
yeah, somewhere around there. But if you hold one and the other in your hand, you can see the visible differences. The plastic is a lot more flimsy. It's not as well put together. So I have a couple of knockoffs here and there on certain things, especially things that I'm just going to tear apart and make something new out of. I don't mind doing it of a knockoff. But if I'm going to put it in my shelf, and I'd like the original. But it's a cool line. It's something different. They also did it with the Marvel figures as well, with Captain America, Deadpool, Spider-Man, Wolverine. I don't think it translates as well with those figures, because when they're more human looking, it doesn't look so great. And I think that's why they've avoided doing any of the actual human characters in the Star Wars line. It's mostly masked characters or the droids.
You ever seen the Batman ones? The Batman,
Statues,
the Robin,
right?
and all those.
Yeah.
Those are dope. Yeah, man.
Nice, man.
We
The
saw
one at Comic-Con.
Yeah, Comic-Con that one. Yeah, exactly.
That Robin one was fucking sweet.
Yeah.
And I'm a big Robin mark.
A lot of people are dipping into it. There was a recent DC movie. It was the Ninja Batman movie that was probably a year ago or so. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
They released a couple of toys from that one too.
Did you see it?
I did not know.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to get my DC Plus. I know you got it.
It was all right. It was good. I mean, they kind of got Japanese weird, I guess.
Oh, a little
later
hentai?
on in the film, but
A little what?
not so much hentai, but
Oh, is that the octopus gimmick?
Yeah,
the
that's the
wackiness
octopus
shit.
gimmick, yes.
the octopus gimmick.
Never understood that, dude. I
I
don't
don't
get
get it. I don't get the whole fucking tentacles and chicks in fucking schoolgirl outfits.
Well, the chicks in the schoolgirl outfits, I don't mind, but
Nah, but
like Elizabeth Hurley in a good schoolgirl outfit's not bad to look at.
You want to get crazy?
But I'm saying,
Go Google. You want to get crazy? Go Google a Hago.
What's a Hago?
Exactly. Just go Google it. Don't worry.
How do you spell it?
AHEGO.
Hago. It's gonna set off FBI sensors.
Nah,
or
you'll
something?
be all right. Don't worry.
Do you know Henway?
I
Huh?
know who? Hemingway?
Henway.
Never heard of him.
Do you know Henway, Spiro?
Anyway, no.
Henway Hill?
No. Do you know what a Henway is?
No.
About 5 pounds. You're supposed to go, what's a Henway? And I'm supposed to go, about 5? All right, anyhow. Dad joke's over. Any more toys?
Legit dad jokes. No, that's it. Just bang out those two for today. Wanted to keep it small, keep it along the Imperial March theme.
Well, the Imperial March ain't small, dude. It's the grandest song of all time.
It apparently it's over.
It's up there with the Indiana Jones theme, the Superman theme. Oh, by the way, John Williams scored all those themes. So
He did. The guy's
put
a
that
genius.
in your pipe and you smoke it with your fucking bullshit you were saying before.
The guy's a genius.
He is a professional. Anyway, well, Doc, congratulations, you did it again. You know, you brought out some more stuff, and you enlightened the masses, impressed us like you always do. Your knowledge of the Force and toys, second to none. So, with that being said, let's go back to this trailer. Anything else that you guys want to talk about this trailer before we sign off?
Hey, brothers.
Yo, what up, man?
I like the shirts.
I like your shirt.
Like my shirt too.
You like my shirt?
Yo, let them know where they can get these.
Turn around. You can get them at the official New Force Order on Facebook, at nFo Podcast at Twitter, at New Force Order on the gram of Insta, and you can check us out on www.newforceorder.com or send an email to newforceorder@yahoo.com.
We're PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, whatever ready.
Imperial credits are no good here. Buy the shirt. Buy the shirt. Buy the shirt.
The Knights of Ren.
Yeah. What if everybody dies in the movie? Like, that's how we balance it out. The baddies won the first one, the goodies won the second one. At the end, everybody dies.
It goes to a draw.
Exactly. Time
Broadway.
limit.
I mean, this whole balance shit. It's like, who fucking keeps track of all this shit, man?
The Force, the Wills.
You know, but it's like at some point, man, the Force has to say like, yo, fuck this shit. I'm over it.
I'm on vacation.
You know, I'm
That's
over
true.
it. Fuck everybody. You know, kill them all, man.
What better balance would it be to make everybody a Force user? Now the whole galaxy is balanced.
Stop it.
No.
I don't know, boys. All right, one thing I saw that I stopped and rewound and slowed it down and looked at it multiple times, other than the statue gimmick where they broke whatever that Vader looking thing was, which
Be
I think is
kind,
probably,
rewind.
yes, exactly, or the FBI will come get you. Is towards the end, Rey is sitting there and like this mechanical thing is making its way towards her. And if you pause it at the right moment and you watch it, I watch it on my computer, not my phone, and you could see the Emperor is like sitting inside whatever this mechanical thing.
Yeah.
You can see the hood that's kind of coming over and it moves and you can see it coming off. So
Now, here's something I was thinking. Not to steal your thunder, but fuck you, I'm stealing your thunder. Remember in the video game, they visualized it. They were talking about it in the books, but Operation Cinder. Okay, that was the Emperor's contingency plan, and he was saying that an empire that cannot protect its emperor does not deserve to exist. So what he did was send his best troops into the dark regions, into the unknown regions in space and the Outer Rim, and let everybody else who was not invited to the cool kid table fight for themselves here against the rebellion and now the Republic, the New Republic. So, what if? And he operated this Operation Cinder with some kind of droid. It was like a red droid with a mask, and the mask was a projection. It was like a screen of Sidious's face.
yeah,
And him telling the people, go to the Outer Rim and whatever, and gave him the location. What if the person sitting in the chair is just an android with the face,
with the hood, yeah, no,
with the face like a screen of the Emperor, and the Emperor's not in the film. He actually physically died. And this is all part of his contingency plan. And just like, let's say, Goonies or any other adventure movie like Indiana Jones, when you get to that certain part of the level, like in a video game, shit gets unlocked and, shit was left there for someone to find it. Same thing here. This is all a big goose chase, and they get to the guy's place, and it looks like it's the Emperor sitting on the throne, but it's really an android with a screen, and it's like something being taped, like a projection of his face, and he's just talking, and it's some AI shit, and it's not really the Emperor, but the plan itself has been in place by the emperor.
So my question is, who is it all for then?
Exactly. I don't know. I'm working on the fly here, walking and talking. I mean, this is the shit that just popped in my head right now. I wasn't thinking about this. It wasn't premeditated. So
I think that would be a really tight way and succinct way to put the whole Emperor thing together. That he had whatever contingency plan there that was some kind of like Sith holocron, or like you said, if it's inside of a droid that's has some kind of form, which would be easy to explain. They wouldn't have to really go deep into the whole, oh well, how's the Emperor back? Why is he back? What do they do? And then go into the whole clone thing. It would make sense for them to go that route, because it'll shave off a lot of time dealing with that part of the story and not having to go into the backstory for that, because then it was like, oh, okay, so he had this set up. That makes sense.
I got a question. The scene with Leia and Rey hugging, and they have tears coming down their eyes. Do you guys think it's because she finds out that Leia is her aunt, or Leia is her mother? And she had her own set of twins.
Well, I mean, if you want to talk,
or neither.
If you want to talk about,
I think she's crying because Leia told her I ate the last Twinkie on the planet. She wanted it for herself, and she was like, "Oh, I don't know."
If you want to talk about the cyclical nature of Star Wars, I guess the incestual overtones in the first and second movie, where everybody was hoping that it would be this whole Reylo thing, would also mirror the sexual, incestual overtones of Luke and Leia in the first two movies. So, but I don't think Disney's going that route. I don't think they're going to be.
There's no such thing as Reylo.
No, it's not going to happen, and I don't think they're brother and sister either.
Daisy Ripley said that they're gonna
Ridley.
What did I say?
You said Ripley,
like aliens.
That's the only word.
Daisy Ripley. Oh shit. Anyways, yeah, she said that they're gonna cover that. What did that? What does that mean?
Oh, that's right. I don't know.
But I don't know. I don't know, man. The fucking trailer it showed us a lot. At the same time, it didn't give anything away. It didn't show us shit. A lot of shit that the fans are dying to see weren't in it. And they call this the final trailer. To me, this is like the first trailer, because the first thing we saw, that was more of a teaser, no? So, and the other thing was more of just a fucking montage, like, hey guys, this is the history of Star Wars. So to me, this is the actual first trailer to me.
Now let me ask you this: do you guys think that this movie is going to be more of a sequel to Episode 7 and overshadow The Last Jedi, or do you think it's going to be more of a sequel to both 8 and try to incorporate 7 as well, and try to connect the two movies?
I think both, because I think JJ's not gonna just toss away what Rian Johnson did.
Well, I'm not saying toss away, but do you think he's gonna overlook most of what Rian did?
I think he's gonna find ways to make it make sense. Do
you think there's gonna be a mention of Snoke in the movie?
I would imagine so. Yeah,
but not just his name. I'm saying like a backstory or anything.
No, I think the Emperor's probably going to reveal that he was, behind Snoke, or he was an animated, whatever the fuck it was. I don't know. But I think they have to talk about it, because everybody is up in arms in the whole bullshit when it came to that as one of the big plot holes in 8. I think it happened.
Was there something in 8, if I remember correctly, when he stepped off the throne? He wears slippers, but when he got off the throne, all you heard was thunk, thunk, like a big thunk,
big.
like a metal on
like
metal.
Metallic?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I know. I remember what you're talking about, but
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You guys think Luke is coming back?
I hope so.
I think so. In some shape or form, yeah, he will.
You think there'll be flashbacks?
No, I think it. I don't know. I think he's dead, man. To be honest, but
Bite your tongue.
yeah, I'm gonna bite it off my own tongue and shit. I mean, I don't know, man.
You think Han's in the movie?
No,
If it's a flashback, if he is, yeah.
maybe. I mean, because they still have a ton of unused footage. So you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they use footage from like Return of the Jedi, from fucking all those films
Yep.
to
No
fill
way.
in. What's up?
No Wedge Antilles in the trailer.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
they got to hold something back. Like you said, they're giving us certain things, and they're not giving us pretty much anything. So
You know why I don't think Chewie dies? Because I think it's him and Lando who's flying the fucking Falcon in the big picture when they have all the ships. I think they're leading the air attack. I think it's going to be Chewie and Lando in the Falcon. And I think it's going to be Rey and Kylo versus the Emperor, or Rey versus Kylo using the Force. And then you're going to have Finn and Janna and whoever else is left over fighting the ground attack. Maybe Poe. You know what I mean? Like how in Return of the Jedi you had Lando and whatever his name is, Yub-Nub, or whatever his name is, Non-Nim, or whatever his name is, Nub, do the air battle along the X-Wings. And then you had Leia and Han on the ground and Luke doing the Force gimmick. I think they're going to follow same suit in this movie. But that's just a hunch.
yeah, makes sense.
It rhymes. It's echoes, like Mark Echo, except not bedazzled. So there you go.
Last week's episode.
All right, boys. Let them know where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, Dr_Destroyo, DESTRROYO. Facebook, Alex Arroyo. Twitter, Alex Arroyo MD.
and you can find me on Instagram, Spiro_A, also Darth_Spiridon, Handsome Reaper on Twitter. My email is handsomereaper@gmail.com.
You can find me at Greek God Papadon on Twitter, Demetrius Papadon on Facebook, Greek God Papadon on Instagram. Greek God Papadon is the YouTube page where you can see my promos and my wrestling matches. You can find me at Pro Wrestling Tees /Greek God Papadon. That is where you can buy t-shirts with my likeness on it. And you can find me tomorrow night at 6:15 on Twitch TV, twitch.tv /Conspiracy Horseman, doing the Conspiracy Horseman podcast, a conspiracy theory podcast by 4 wrestlers. Myself, Bin Hamin, Stevie Richards, and Big Sal Graziano. It's a free thought enlightenment podcast where we tackle everything and question the narrative. So that's that. You can find the 3 of us all together at nFo_podcast on Twitter, New Force Order on Instagram, official New Force Order on Facebook. Our YouTube channel is New Force Order. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Our website is www.newforceorder.com, and you can send us emails at newforceorder@yahoo.com. This has been another thrilling, exciting edition where we speculate responsibly, but we had a good time doing it. Podcast of the new Force Order.
For life.
And that's just too sweet.
Henceforth, execute Order N.